In order to manage and help prevent chronic disease, first we need to understand what causes them. So the question we need to ask is there a common scientifically accepted underlying cause for chronic disease? Put simply, the answer is yes, and it's inflammation. The physical symptoms of inflammation can range from arthritis and intestinal cramps to tiredness and dermatitis, to many other long-term inflammatory symptoms. Hello, I'm Dr. Elen, and as a qualified medical doctor practicing for over the past 2 decades, I have seen and treated firsthand the results of inflammation in my patients. Inflammation can sometimes be short-term and obvious, as in the case of a swollen sprained ankle. But on a deeper cellular level, and over a prolonged period of time, it can be harmful and not as obvious. Most people don't know that they're inflamed, but experience the inflammatory symptoms of these long-term conditions such as psoriasis, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, and migraines, to name just a few. So what causes inflammation? We're all inflamed to varying degrees, and it is part of the body's natural healing response. Whether we develop an illness or not, though, depends on how well we control this inflammation. Long-term or chronic inflammation is caused by a deficiency in nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and essential fatty acids, from an accumulation of toxins in our cells from our own metabolic waste products, the air we breathe and the food we eat, from bad organisms in our gut, a lack of exercise, genetic factors, and stress. While we are unable to change some of these factors, many we actually can have control over. So why would a doctor practicing conventional medicine create a detox program? Well, it began when my patients asked me to put together a regime that they could manage themselves at home that would help reduce this inflammation and toxicity. My aim was to create a program that tipped the balance. It needed to reduce the factors that contribute to inflammation, while naturally improving those factors that help us counteract inflammation and disease. With years of research through experience, it became clear that for a program like this to be successful, it needed to satisfy 4 key criteria. First, the program needed to provide good bacteria, potent enough to result in improving the ratio of good organisms in the gut. Second, the ingredients needed to be fermented. This allows us to more easily absorb the nutrients while also helping to make the good bacteria more potent. Third, the ingredients themselves needed to be suitable for people with food intolerances, have naturally occurring high doses of nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and essential fatty acids, and themselves have anti-inflammatory properties. And finally, it was important that a degree of calorie restriction was incorporated into the program. This means 500 calories per day or less for a woman, and 600 calories per day or less for a man. This has potent anti-inflammatory effects and triggers powerful survival genes in our own cells that produce our own detoxification enzymes and anti-inflammatory antioxidants and repair functions. So that's the background behind how and why the Fermented Food Detox, or FFDetox program, was created. The FFDetox kit contains 2.5 litres of highly nutritious fermented liquid produced from fermenting raw organic foods, and a 150 gram tub of fermented powdered raw organic superfoods. Together they form the FFDetox. For convenience and ease of use, a shaker is contained in the kit that can be used for protein powders such as the Clean Energy protein powder that was designed to enhance energy while on the detox program if needed. There is also an FFDetox handbook that I've written explaining how best to use the program. It contains detailed information explaining toxicity, inflammation, and how the healing process works. There is a chapter on troubleshooting, explaining how best to manage detoxification symptoms, and it also provides many delicious and effective body cleansing recipes. To enhance energy and make the detoxification process easier, there is the option of using the Wise Nutrients Clean Energy Protein Powder while on the detox program. This contains organic, biofermented sprouted brown rice protein, organic fermented supergreens and minerals. With a low calorie count of only 100 calories per serve, this provides maximal energy and nutrition per calorie while also supporting the body's blood sugar levels. Remember, this detoxification program turns on powerful mechanisms in our body's cells that harness our own healing capabilities stored in our DNA. It creates the right conditions for our body to manufacture its own detoxification enzymes and anti-inflammatory antioxidants that help naturally reduce inflammation and toxicity. The organic fermented superfoods allow us to better absorb the nutrients and also provide potent good bacteria and live enzymes to the digestive tract. These naturally reduce inflammation while supporting the digestive and immune systems within the intestine. The program is designed to be flexible and has 3 levels of intensity, one of which will certainly suit your individual needs. The first-time detoxifier can start with the gentlest program of only 1 to 2 days per week at a time, while including protein shakes and cleansing meals if desired, through to an intermediate level, and then up to the most intense level of detoxification that runs for 10 consecutive days. No matter which level you choose, you will experience powerful, transformative results. Wishing you all the very best of health.